sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real.
Miss Jackson, if you're nasty.
Hey y'all, it's Miss Jackson, and today is a special day because I believe it's freshman move-in day for Lincoln University. And of course I have my The Lincoln University alumni shirt on. I'm not sure if this is going to read backwards on video. Excuse me, I'm a little new to this. But anyway, I'm super excited. I'm going to go with my mother, so that is extra fun. She's also an alumni. Yeah, freshman move-in day. Like, okay, so my story of being an undergrad is a bit different because I did not have my entire undergrad matriculation at the Lincoln University. Yes, I know I made a mistake, but not really. So, you know, applying to colleges as a senior in high school or as a junior, I can't remember. But applying to colleges, I just knew that I wanted to go to a HBCU, partly because my mother went to an HBCU, and just seeing her relationships with all of her friends, she's still friends with the majority of folks that she was friends with back then at Lincoln University. So I wanted that type of relationship, and just, you know, being around people that you're similar to was appealing to me, and might not be appealing to everybody, because I did get some backlash from some of my friends in high school, like, why would you want to go to an HBCU? Everybody's alike, which isn't true, because there are people of other races at HBCUs, and not all black people are the same. So there you go. Like, don't throw us all in one category. There are many different black people. So I just knew I wanted to go to a HBCU. So I think I applied to like 10 different HBCUs. I can't even remember all of them, which is kind of sad. But I definitely applied to Lincoln. I applied to Howard, Morgan State, I think North Carolina A&T. And that's where I'm drawing a blank. So I believe I got into all of them. Again, I can't remember. But I'm pretty sure, because I applied to other colleges outside of HBCUs just listening to my mother. And so I'm just focusing on the HBCUs. But anyway, so between the colleges that I got into, I got accepted into Howard University, and I was like, Howard, just based off of the name. I wasn't really too fond of the campus because I did visit, and just because it's like city and the buildings are close together, and when I thought about college, I thought like open, you know, fields, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know why. So I wasn't too fond about the campus, but like when you say Howard University, people already know like that's like the Harvard of HBCUs. So I wanted to go there. So I did. No, I did not get a lot of financial aid, and everybody just kept on asking me like, you got financial aid? You got, and at being that young, I was like, no, why people keep on asking me that? Like, focus on I got in. Being dumb. So the A building, everybody who goes to Howard knows what the A building is. That's the administration building, and financial aid office is in there. They messed up my financial aid. Like, supposedly I was covered for the whole year, and then when it came to second semester, they claimed that I owed money on the first semester, and we were like, how? So basically I couldn't pay for it. And so I had the option, my mother gave me the option, you want to go to Lincoln or you want to go to Morgan, because they that was in the January, and I think some schools, it was late January because the semester had started, and I was just basically sitting in a dorm room at Howard, like trying to wait out getting financial aid together. So it was like near the end, and my mom claimed that Lincoln didn't start yet, and Morgan definitely didn't start yet. And when she pitched Lincoln, I was like, I'm not trying to go out in the middle of nowhere, because again, my mother went there, and so I grew up going to Lincoln a lot, to the picnics and stuff, and it was appeasing to me as a child, you know, out in the fields catching fireflies and all that stuff, lightning bugs. But just being in the middle of nowhere, being grown, I was like, no, I didn't have a license. Of course, I didn't have a car because I didn't have a license. So I was like, no. And so I chose Morgan. Went to Morgan, and just at the time, it was not for me because I am an introvert, and there are thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people at Morgan State University. It's very hard to get to know. It's what you make it. I'm not going to put my experience on other people. It's just being an introvert. It was hard for me to like get connections, and also it was an open campus, so it was a lot of craziness going on. I was in college from 2010 up until 2015. I did have that extra year. Not my fault, but anyway, I was there at that time frame. So if you want to do your own research on that time, it was a bit crazy on that campus. So I just decided like I don't really want to stay here. I'm not happy, and so Lincoln. Hello. Turns around, I end up choosing to go to Lincoln. All comes back. So I went to Lincoln and people were like, what? Why is she going to another school? It's like kind of her senior year, because it was kind of my senior year, but again, I had that additional year because an advisor messed up my academics. Again, not gonna blame that on nobody, whatever, it happened. And thank God it did happen, because I really enjoyed my experience at Lincoln. Went to Lincoln, of course I had nerves because I was like, I'm a senior basically, going to the school, got like a year and a half left, what am I doing? But my point was like, you live once, why not do it? Who cares what people think? It's my experience, it's my life, you live once. So I wanted to enjoy Lincoln, and that's what I did with my point, because I really didn't like do much. I joined NCW, the National Council of Negro Women. In that section, I was already a member at Morgan State University, so I was able to join that section. And I was kind of social. I loved my suite mates. Shout out to 303 and the new. I love my suite mates. Some became real good friends. So I just enjoyed my experience. Again, I was familiar with the campus, the environment, so it always felt like home. Looking back, I probably should have gone to Lincoln at the beginning, because I had a lot of God siblings there, God sisters, God brothers there, who were about 3 to 2 years older than me. So we would have been there. I would have been a freshman, they would have been a senior or junior, etc. But it all works out, because I met people at Morgan that I love, and I have a best friend from Morgan. Hey girl, Portia. She's my best friend, so I would have never met her if it wasn't for my process. So I don't regret my process at all. But I'm just super excited, because being a freshman, you're like brand new, you're getting new freedom, and it's just a journey. So I'm excited to see the new faces on campus and, you know, just delve into their excitement, because you get to kind of relive it. And, you know, with my mother, I'm quite sure I'll run into people that I know, because Lincoln is a small campus. You get to know people. That's just your journey. You get to know people regardless if you want to. It's just a network. So I'm super excited. Y'all see I'm natural. This is actually the first time that I'm wearing my natural hair out, like just out, like without a band, because I might wear it, but I'm gonna wear it with a band. So this is my first time. And I'm excited for today. So yeah, I'm gonna go swing and pick up my mother, and I'll see y'all at the campus. So I definitely forgot to say that Lincoln University is the first HBCU. Again, it is the first HBCU because it did, grant degrees. So anyway, famous people like Langston Hughes and Thurgood Marshall attended Lincoln University, amongst other famous people. And I also forgot to explain what an HBCU is, just in case you don't know. It's a historically black college and university. So yeah, I'm pulled up to my mother's home and just waiting on her. And again, see y'all at the campus. We are here, and of course we are late. It's pouring down rain. My mother doesn't want to be on camera. She sends her well wishes. And yeah, we're gonna look for some freshmen and see what we can do. It's about 3 o'clock right now.
So right now, I'm going to have Reverend Faison come up and say a few words. This event is very informal. I want to welcome you all to Lincoln University. It's my home. I graduated from here in 1981, and I'm full circle back. Yeah, my class is here. And as you can see, if you look around, not only do we have our wonderful staff, but our alumni are up here in large numbers. Your sons and daughters, nieces, nephews, friends, and cousins come to campus and really understand what it means to be a part of the Lincoln legacy. We are so honored that you have entrusted the education of your sons and daughters to us for the next 4 years, and we are going to do everything that we can to prepare them for this world.
Hey y'all, so I'm in the alumni house and we're about to go. I didn't see that many students outside, but that's probably because we ended up showing up at 3 and everybody was getting their rooms together and it was a whole bunch of rain. So that was a bit disappointing, but it seemed like everybody was still excited about moving and coming in. We got to see the president speak, and yeah, it was interesting. So I had fun. Today was a good day.